for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them a while. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
Our second chase race of the Pennzoil Truck Series Season number 4 heads to the very fast 1-mile oval Hillside for the Sunoco 250. This is a fast racetrack with a lot of passing and a lot of close racing. And on pole for his first career Pennzoil Truck Series start, Mark Owens in the 27, who's outside the 5 of Steven Taylor. Then 30 of DJ Reed, Steve Morgan in 4th, rounding out the top 5, Keith Stevens. Then 60 of Jack Canaramo. 7th, Tim Gary. Landon Lyons in 8th. 9th, Oliver Galloway. And Levi Schoens rounds out the top 10. For the rest, we have Trey Ray in the 18 with Justin Zed down the 13. Then there's Sebastian Kukalan with James Dablito. Then you have Tim Randolph and William Bullen, along with Marcus Sachi and Michael Canto. Then there's Mathis Wells and Steve Larker. Alex Stewart and Michael Ferris. Then there's Mike McDonald and Colton Yo. Riley Spurley-Tube with JJ Reed. Then there's Carson Bowers and Jeff Bright. Diego Yepez with Jonathan Buford. Then you have Isaac Nichols, your points there coming in this race, with Alan Bowman in the 66. Then you have Stephen Baker and Code Luigi. And in the final row, you have Derek Hamill in the 17, with Luke Ray in the 88, one of our chasers starting on the tail end, 36th. But he can easily make his way to the front here at Hillside. That's your starting lineup. Let's go down and get our command.
In honor of the Highway Patrol's 75 years of service, gentlemen, start your engines.
Guys, let's go out there and have some fun today. Just like I said today in the meeting, you know, this is a good racetrack. It's a good place for us. I think the pit crew is ready to go. Let's go have some fun.
It's going to be a great night here at Hillside. Some great racing we're going to see. And the chase heating up here for its second race. Isaac Nichols has the points lead coming in. Steve Morgan second with Mathis Wells third. They have Jonathan Buford and Jack Canaramo inside the top 5 in points as well. And the race is going to fly by 38 laps. Fast speeds all around here in this 1-mile oval. Let's get going. Mark Owens on pole. And we are green for the second chase race of the season at Hillside. Shuffling already going out the front. Mark Owens already back outside the top 5, and we're not even a lap and a half into it. Keith Stevens in the 74 will take the race lead. Here comes Oliver Galloway in the 21 to the bottom lane, with Kukalan in the 32 behind. Down the front stretch, Galloway's going to lead the lap by nose. Remember, he started just inside the top 10 range. 2 laps, they are 3 by 3 by 3 in the pack. Tim Randolph for the race with Michael Cantle pushing them, and they are hard racing it down the backstretch. 3 by 3 by 3 in the pack. 3 wide for a second now. Here comes the 6 of Steve Larker to the bottom trying to challenge. Tim Randolph still leads down the front stretch. Here comes Larker to the bottom lane, the 6. A truck is off track. That's Jeff Bright coming to the pits in the 60. He's hit the pit wall hard. We are still green. Currently 68 in pit road though. And we'll go a lap down. Mathis Wells for the racing in the 51. Marcus Sachi pushing. Wells leads the lap. Sachi behind. 60, Carson Bowers coming to the front. Bowers currently scored 12th in the points. This could be a big night for him if he could stay out front and try and lead laps. Here he comes to the inside now, the 92. Sachi does a great job blocking there, but Bowers does get to the inside down the front stretch. Off into turn 1, Bowers with the Yepez behind. 3 chasers inside the top 3 spots. It's Bowers in the 60 out front, riding the momentum from his Gary Cup Series win. Now here comes Jeff Brown pit road. This could be big if he merges into the pack. Looks like the pack got by him though. Yeah, it looks like everyone got by the 68 of Jeff Bright, but some trucks do slow on the top. And I think that's Steven Taylor and Stabalio in the 75. Yepez leads now. Bowman to the inside. They have sorted the 3 right down to just multiple rows. It's not the whole field now. Still pretty prevalent, but it's not like it was on lap 2 where we saw 3 by 3 by 3. The whole field was 3 wide. Stephen Baker will grab the race in the 19 truck. You have Derek Hamill in the 17, Code Luigi. How about Luke Rainey up inside the top 5 in the 88? He started, remember, 36th, the tail end of the field. It's taken him 7.5 laps to get inside the top 5. Can he get to the race lead by the end of this lap? He's pushing Cold Luigi to it. How about that? Just shows how fast you get to the front here. It took him 8 laps, and Luke Ray's going for the race off of turn number 4. Yeah, it doesn't take long. 8 laps, he's bound for the race lead, so definitely could see some drivers drop to the back here and make their way forward in a handful of laps. Colton Yost, the favorite coming in the chase, but with the disappointing Kentucky race gone by, he's looking to try and rebound here at Hillside and get back up into contention. He's currently scored 10th in the points coming in this race, but right now currently running in the 2nd position just behind the 24 of Code Luigi. He's currently maintaining the lead pretty well. He's just led another lap. There's single file behind him. Colton Yost could look for that race lead. Here comes Zidell to the bottom lane, the 13 truck. 92 Marcus Sachi coming through. The 7 of Mike McDonald. The 49 Riley Sprutube on the bottom lane with Levi Schoens in the 22. They're 3 wide for second now. Sachi to the bottom of the 13, possibly looking for more as we're coming to 28 laps to go. Code Luigi still leads. Here comes Marcus Sachi to the bottom lane, the 92 truck. Luigi's doing a great job out front there, blocking the lanes, and no one can get run behind. Everyone's just battling each other out. Luigi looking pretty good right now, but at some point they're going to get a run to where they can get by him. Riley Sprutube does get the second right here with fellow, right now, top 3 Californians. You have Code Luigi leading, Riley Sprutube second, Levi Schoens third, all from California. Here comes Riley Sprutube on Code Luigi for the race into turn 1. He gets down there. Luigi tried to block, but couldn't get done. 49 Riley Sprutube to the race lead down the backstretch. Where's Schoens going? The 22 truck. Does he look low or does he stay with the 49? Looking low in 3 and 4. Levi Schoens will grab the race lead as they come off turn number 4. Now the 22 out front. DJ Reed came back, but got put to the middle lane by Tim Gary in the 44. Then you have Jonathan Buford, Keith Stevens coming through in the 74. Sebastian Kukula in the 32 with James Tabley in the 75 and Steven Taylor in the 5. They are 4 wide and 10 of Colton Yost in the middle of it. That's one of our chasers. Code Luigi as well. Can they get the sort up before they crash? Still 4 wide. Off into 1. Contact made. Luigi around. Big crash. Code Luigi can say it. And now more trucks. Sachi, Michael Ferris, Luke Rainey is at the outside wall. Colton, a truck is flipping. It's the 47 Michael Canto. He lands on all 4 wheels. Canoramo involved. Some others, Oliver Galloway. There's Sachi. There's Stephen Baker in the inside wall. A ton of chasers involved. And the yellow is out. Not many get away. The fortunate one, Jonathan Buford leads us back. There's Trey Rainey. He's done for the day. Same with the 92 Sachi. Canoramo, Luke Rainey. There's Nichols, the points leader. His teammate Stephen Baker, Code Luigi. Michael Canto's upside down. I saw Oliver Galloway. Jeff Bright's a lap down, but he'll gain all these positions. Big crash. Keith Stevens has damage. There's JJ Reed. Diego Yepes, how much damage does he have in the A7 truck? Big crash. It's going to take out many chasers. It could change the points picture. Jonathan Buford leads. He was 4th in points coming in this race. And now with so many chasers out or behind him, could be big for him. So we'll see what happened. Code Luigi in the middle of a 4-wide mess. And it was on from there. Here they are, 4 wide down the front stretch, and it just erupts in turn 1. They just make some contact right here. Just too close. We mentioned 4 wide, the breaking point. Looks like got down to the 5 a little bit, up into the 24. Luigi trying to save the truck. You just can't at that point. Gets into Schoens, gets into Stevens. Around they go, and then 24 clips the 7, and it looked like up ahead some more contact was made with the 47 and the others. That's just a hard impact, though, for those first 2 that went to the wall. Luigi up and over, so the 24 off the banking ends up on his lid. Code Luigi flips down the banking, and that rolls him over once he touched the apron. That's such a huge transition there. 7 of Mike McDonald definitely got some damage there, and up ahead I think Michael Canto got spun around. Trucks were trying to check up, and some got into it. And then Canto ended up rolling down the track as well. Well, he got pretty... Yeah, right there. He gets down low. He came back up into Luke Rainey, and that's how Luke got involved. Look at that hit right there. Oliver Galloway also went up and over. The 47 luckily ends back up on all 4s. The 21 luckily does as well. The only one that ended up on its lid was the 24 of Code Luigi. What a vicious crash this was up here, too. That 47 taking a tumble. Same with the 21, which got flipped up and over. Trey Rainey had nowhere to go. Jack Canoramo, and then up ahead they spun even more with the 17 and some of the others. This was like a 3-part crash. We had that first part coming up right here with the 24 and the 4 wide. Then we had the 47 miss it, come back up again to the 88. And then we had at some point... they were like 5 wide trying to get out of it, and some more trucks spun. Steph Baker got spun down into the inside wall in the 19 truck. What chaos that was. And meanwhile, up in front, Jonathan Buford All of his chase contenders getting damaged or out. Buford has a shot to gain in points. He currently leads here at Hillside. 20 laps to go once we get back to the green flag. Jonathan Buford leads in the 02 truck. We have a lot of retirees. Oliver Galloway in the 21 is out, along with Michael Canto, Michael Ferris, Code Luigi, Trey Rainey, a chaser, Marcus Sachi, a chaser. They have Mike McDonald, DJ Reed, Colton Yo, a chaser, and Luke Rainey, a chaser. A lot of chasers out from that. Jeff Bright 2 laps down. Jack Cameron, a chaser, 1 lap down. Nichols, your points there on the lead lap, but 24th in damage. We'll see how he does. Jonathan Buford, chaser leading though. He's out front, looking to gain chase points. Second, James Tablio. Sebastian Kukulon third. Stephen Taylor fourth. Tim Gary fifth. They have Alan Bowman in sixth. Riley Sperry-Tube seventh. Landon Lyons eighth. Justin Zidell ninth. And Steve Lark rounds out the top 10. Big break for some drivers that maybe aren't in the chase to steal a win here tonight. Green flag back in the air. 20 laps to go for Jonathan Buford in the 02 truck. Pretty sprout restart. Front three get bunched together though in turn 1 and 2 because of that draft. And Tablio peaks to the inside already. Truck's pulling low. I think I see Carson Bowers in the 16 back there pulling low. He has to. He's currently 12th in the points. But with a great night here tonight, not being involved in that crash. Could be big for him halfway this time by. 19 laps of racing to go. Kukulon leads at halfway in the 32 truck. He has the 5 of Stephen Taylor behind him. Taylor. Gonna try and clear down the backstretch. Tim Gary pushing him. Alan Bowman, Landon Lyons, Justin Zidell. A lot of trucks coming to the bottom. Gary goes all the way to the bottom lane. The 44 truck. He'll get by Taylor with 18 laps of racing to go now. Bowers has joined the pack in the 16. I see him just a little bit back there. Also on the tail end, the 52, Tim Randolph. There's Sperly-Tube. There's Mark Owen. Starting on pole. He's kept the truck in one piece. And so far doing a great job for that 27 team. Kenny ended up in victory lane. Currently has a truck that can do it. Doesn't look like it's damaged at all. Currently back in the 14th position. We have 14 trucks in this pack. Could be 15. Yepes coming up. Steve Morgan coming up. There's Stewart. There's Wells. Back to Jones is damaged. Baker's damaged. We know Hamill's damaged. We know Stevens is damaged. We know Canterano was a lap down. We know Nichols is definitely damaged as well. Those are the trucks that are off pace. Meanwhile, Justin Zidell in the 13 truck leads. Bowers going to the inside of the 16. Gets a nose down there and will lead lap number 22 of the event by a nose. Looks like actually they're giving it to the 13 of Zidell. Jonathan Buford led on the restart. Fell back. He's right now back up into contention. Back for the race lead with Tim Randolph pushing him. James Tabley on the 75 right there as well. Looks like the 98 coming through William Bullen. Almost contact there. Jonathan Buford was spun by Tim Randolph. Keep it going straight. 15 laps of racing to go. Alex Stewart trying to catch up to this pack. A 28 truck moving forward. Trying to get by some of the slower trucks that are in front of him. If he can get just a little sniff of that draft, he'll be alright. We can get it done. 14 to go this time by, and they're catching lap trucks. William Bullen for the race lead in the 98. Stephen Taylor, Mark Owens, Kukul on the inside. Yepes has joined the battle in the 87 truck. And we're coming to 13 laps to go, and they have lap trucks ahead big time. There they are, the 29, the 50, 2 chasers. How is this going to pan out? And when will they catch them? Will it be the corner? Will it be the straightaway? And then they have another one up ahead, the 74. It looks like a Keith Stevens. 3 chasers are lap trucks ahead with damage. What's going to happen? 12 and a half to go. They'll catch them in the end of turn number 2. Kukulon dumps low in front of him. Oh, he got spun by Yepes! Trying to save it. Gets in the inside wall. Coming back up the track. Back up. Everyone misses. And is the yellow out? It is. And Yepes leaves them back, and it looks like the 74 keeps his lap. That's big for Stevens because he did not want to fall into the same lap as Nichols. That could be a point right there because he gets to stay ahead that 29. Yepes spins race leader Sebastian Kukulon around, and we get a caution flag and a late race restart. Kukulon, look at the damage to that 32. Luckily keeps it out of anyone. Just hit the inside wall a little bit. He should be able to continue on. I don't know if he's going to be at fast pace. He's currently scored 19th. We'll see if we can get back up into this front pack. We'll see what happened. Kukulon around from the race lead off of the bumper of Yepes. This is a lot like what we saw in the Gary Cup Series last season with Colton Yo leading and trying to avoid lap traffic. Kukulon comes down and Yepes does not lift. Late in the race, he wants to just get every position he can. Spins to 32. Kukulon does a great job there trying to keep it out of the inside wall. He just taps it a little bit right there. And they come out the track, hits the right here. Look at Wells and the 51 just miss. And Kukulon never gets hit, only hits the inside wall a little bit. He continues on, all right, ahead of all the other damaged trucks. He could still be in this. Mention the story that be spun with 12.5 laps to go, and I still have a shot to win it. It was off the front bumper of a chaser. Diego Yepez in the A7. Up the track he goes. The thing I'm worried about, though, is the suspension on that truck. He hit that right there pretty hard at a fast pace. I'm just hoping that nothing's badly torn up. Right there. Just contact made. Up the track he goes. Luckily there, no one hit him. Look at this from one more angle. Is from the race lead. All the cameras are on you when you have that race lead. And right there, contact. Yeah, Pez does a great job saving his truck. Back up the traffic, and no one hit him. And you can see how far back Schoens was because of how damaged he was. He was not able to catch up to that spinning 32. Well, Yepez leads in the 87. It's going to be an interesting restart. Now everyone knows how to race Yepez. Will anyone move him out of the way for this race? We're about to find out. It'll be a restart with under 10 to go here at Hillside. We are ready to go back green in the Sunoco 250 at Hillside. A chaser leads. It's Diego Yepez. However, he's probably made some enemies and maybe they know how to race him. 8 to go. Yepez leads. He spun Kukulon to bring out the caution from the race lead. No trucks retired off that. We still have 23 on the lead lap. Keith Stevens did keep his lap there. Yepez leads. Tim Gary second, Rutherford to third. Then they have a lap track in between them and fourth, which is Steve Larkin. They have Alan Bowman in fifth. They have Stephen Taylor, William Bowen, then another lap truck, and then Alex Stewart 8th, Stadley 9th, Justin Zeidel 10th. So what these lap tracks need to do, Nichols and the 50 came around, they have to move out of the way. Move high, move out of the way, move out of the racing groove. 8 to go, you do not want to decide who's going to have a shot to win this race. Even though the draft is so prevalent, it could change who has a shot. Pace truck in, 3 trucks, lap truck, and a few more trucks, and another lap truck. How's this going to pan out? We're back racing, and Larker's going to get to the inside. Caramo did not get a good start there. He's fading back. Nichols also gets to the outside. So it's game on now. If you're down low, you have a shot. Looks like most are going to get by those lap trucks there. Down the back, they race. Tim Gary looking on the A7 Yepez. Can't get there. We're coming to 7 laps of racing to go. 5 trucks break away in a single file line. Bullen there in 6th. Steve Larker 7th. Gary trying to get to the inside. 7 to go. He's right there. He's all but pushing the A7 Yepez. Moves being made. Spurley to turn to block. Bowman, he does! What a great move by Iceberg to blocking that 66 is running and a pusher himself to get to the inside of the A7. Side by side. 6 to go. Spurley tube to the inside of Yepez is going to get the A7 shuffle 3 wide. Bowman to the middle. Stephen Taylor to the inside. Here comes Bullen in the 98. 6 of Larker. The 52 Tim Randolph coming forward. Bowers is still up here in the 16. 5 to go. This time by Stephen Taylor in the 5 leads. Bullen in the 98 is there, looking to make the most of his Pennzoil Truck Series 10 races he'll run. Tim Randolph is up inside the top 5. Bowers is up here in the 16. Mark Owens, after starting on pole, stayed out of any trouble that has been around him. He's been quiet all night, and here he is with a shot with under 5 laps of racing to go. Tim Randolph to the inside. Bowers pushing him. 4 to go. And who has timed it right to win? Carson Bowers to the inside of the 16. He thinks he wants to go now in case something happens behind him. Mark Owens shuffled to the middle by the 02 John Thiefer, who's coming forward. Zeidel blocks off the 4 nice and now moves to the inside with 3 laps of racing to go. Steve Morgan is just on the edge of this pack looking to catch any sniff of draft he can get to get up to the front. I don't know if he's going to get one. You see Kukulon how... Oh, there they go around! They saved it for now, but I think they're wrecking! Crash backstretch, no yellow yet, and now the yellow's out! Landon Lyons coming around to lead them to the caution flag with 2 laps to go! It was Bullen. I saw Bullen go around the 98. And there's Spurley tube. There's Bullen on pit road. And a wild ending to this race. It's going to be Landon Lyons in victory lane. Oh, 74 Stevens is upside down. Hopefully everyone avoids that. There's Owens going to the apron to take evasive action. The 74 somehow got flipped under the yellow flag. What a finish that was. We'll stay with you to the checkered flag. They're on the white flag now. Landon Lyons is going to win this race under the yellow flag. We talked about who's going to time it right, and will something happen to change that timing, and it just happened. Landon Lyons got out front because the yellow came out the right time. How about that? Timing is everything. Luck is everything in these series, and Landon Lyons showed that here tonight with a win here at Hillside. The first ever time we'll go to Hillside in the Pennzoil Truck Series. Jonathan Buford, great day for him. 4th in points coming to the race. And now he could be the points leader. Carson Bowers will be the second highest chaser, rounding out the top 5. Good for Yepez. There's Wells in 11th, Yepez in 12th. There's Steve Morgan. And then there's Canaramo, and there's Nichols, who's going to finish pretty well considering how many trucks are out. Coming to take the checkered flag, Landon Lyons off of turn number 4, and the 4 truck to victory lane here at Hillside. Checkers are out. Landon Lyons wins here in the Pennzoil Truck Series at Hillside, the Sunoco 250. Landon Lyons wins. As the rest of the field, the damaged field, comes across, and we'll see what happened to William Bullen. He was one of the first to go around. He brought the final caution of the night. Too close for comfort right here. Racing hard, going to do anything to try and get up there and win. Bullen from the top side makes a 4-wide move, just runs over him, runs down to Alex during the 20, gets down to Wells. 51 does a great job saving. The 98 thought I had save right there, came up, spun with the 49 around, sprayed to completely sideways on the apron. Bullen does a great job saving the truck there. And then I think they come up in front, and there's Sprague. Oh yeah, he got the 98 hard. Yellow flag comes out, some trucks miss. Oh, there's Bullen going up and over because of the banking. As we mentioned, Sprague then gets stuck. And now how's the 74 come into this, I wonder? Right here. Thought they had saved for a moment there, but then the 98 came up right here. They about had saved. Yepez does a great job there. And look at the 49, the wild ride he takes. Yepez, very lucky to miss that there. And look at that hit right there. Bullen goes up and over. And then Stevens, we saw, went up and over. Look how far back he is. Yeah, there he is, right behind the 29. He's so far back. Right there, takes to the apron. Oh, he hit Spurley Tube, and then the banking flipped him. So how about that? A lot of flips in one race because of that banking. It's getting out with Landon Lyons in victory lane. He gets that lucky caution to break through and win here at Hillside. Let's go check the finish results and the chase standings. Here are the finish results from the Sunoco 250 at Hillside. There were 3 caution flags for 10 laps and 22 lead changes. 18 different drivers led this race. Landon Lyons comes out on top in the 4 truck, getting out front at the right time. Jonathan Buford, highest finishing chaser, in 2nd. Justin Zidell 3rd. James Dudley 4th. Carson Bowers runs at the top 5. Great recovery after Kentucky. Then 60 of Alan Bowman, 7th. Tim Randolph. Mark Owens from the pole up 8th. That was just a very quiet night for Owens, getting accustomed to that truck. Great start for him in these final 9 races. Steve Larker 9th, and Stephen Taylor rounds up the top 10. There's your top 20. Yepez led 8 laps en route to a 12th place finish. Decent for his points position, trying to just get up there in battle. Let's look down at the rest. 20 trucks finished on the lead lap. Not many there. And not many finished running at all. I would say about 24 finished running. As at the end, Spurley and Bullen were out from that crash. Technically, it says Stevens was running, but he definitely was not running there at the end. So you could say 23 trucks finished running. A very, very destructive race. At the right side of the screen are the points. If I'm not mistaken, Jonathan Buford should be the points leader following this race. But Mathis Wells is there, right there. Steve Morgan is right there. Some others are right there as well. It's pretty close here at the front. Isaac Nichols is there. And then you got some of the drivers that are just not really having great chases. Colton Yohe mentioned how good he should be off because of how great he's been doing throughout the season. He has had a horrible start at the chase so far. 10th in both in terms of chasers. Carson Bowers, thought him to be the challenger to Colton Yohe. He had a horrible first race, but the second race definitely made up for it. He's definitely closing in now. Yepez, he's doing a little bit better, but he's still pretty far off. Marcus Sachi's pretty far off. I mean, there are some drivers that we thought would be pretty good on these points, and now they're falling under pressure. So we'll just see how the final 8 races go for these drivers. We'll see who can rebound and who can keep it on top. Look ahead, 3rd chase race will be another wild one. It'll be held at Michigan for the Great Clips 200. I'll see you guys then.